All right, here we go, everyone. Thank you for joining us with a Season 13 top 16 game here between Leif and Daub. Leif is playing on the blue side, Daub is on the red side. Let's see what the players are bringing. Daub is bringing what looks to be a Hellfire list, and does have this Web Warrior thing. Maybe I am not. Maybe my math is mathing,
Um,
but um,
with no Web
yeah.
Warrior cards, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
it's
expect it.
I don't think so. Yeah, Hellfire, and let's see what Leif is bringing. Leif is bringing. I think he brought something very similar last time, but he's got Malekith in here instead of Thanos, and he doesn't have Red Skull 3, but he's got King T'Challa here. Very cool. So he's got Hellfire or Shield
Cabal.
or Web Warriors. No, he doesn't have. Oh yeah, Cabal with Malekith Cabal, of course. Okay, very cool. I'm gonna let them know we're live, and yes, if you haven't already heard, that's Vodkablitz joining me on commentary. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty excited to see this top 16 game. It's gonna be fun. Both players have cool rosters, and hopefully we get something that's not an Hellfire mirror.
Yeah, oh, we'll see. I think that Leaf always brings the spice, right? So I'm just the
Yep.
chat's a really anti-researcher right now, so I'm just doing a quick little double check here. Oh my goodness, we got researcher in Dobbs list. Could you imagine? Oh man, that would be pretty. Yeah, canoodling with the enemy. I think Schmidt is referencing the fact that we're both also in the top 16, and we're playing our game on Friday against each other. So yes,
Yep.
we're both
Yeah. It's
behind
unfortunate.
enemy lines here.
Yep. Pretty unfortunate, but at least we'll get casted by Norbert, so that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to get a game on Norbert's stream. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, this is what do you think we're gonna see here? I guess they're gonna roll. Or did they roll? No, they haven't
Uh,
rolled yet. Ready? I think Dob is just checking out Leaf's roster right now.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, whenever you're playing Leaf, you always want to take time to check what he's bringing because he will catch you off guard more often than not. Um, so yeah, he's got an interesting Cabal option here, and I think with Dark Rain in his cards, you can reasonably imagine him playing that.
Yeah,
Uh,
Reese Mal. I have not seen many people bring Mal in a long time. I don't think I've played. Um, this is
like
this.
the triple affiliation here is provides a really interesting puzzle for Dob to try to figure out. Um, Yeah, here it looks
Gotcha.
like we're gonna have Prio.
Okay. Secret Shield Flex incoming, yeah. Mal Zemotech, all a researcher. All right, we have looks like Dob is winning priority, so I doubt we're gonna see researcher guys. So sorry to bum you guys out. I know you guys really wanted a researcher game. Oh man. Okay. Let's see what do we do, what we got here. It's probably gonna be just a couple of scenario. It's not. We're probably gonna see webs or Hellfire then, or on Leaf side.
But Dobbs Hellfire is running lower to the ground than the usual high scoring Hellfire. So I think
Agent Venom.
it's gonna be an
Hmm.
interesting um, combination.
Yeah, I think he brought Agent Venom for like the if Leaf had the Web Warrior option available to him, right? He might just that's interesting. King T
Yep.
is a menace. Yeah, he's always jacked up on power, and it's he gets the power. So Ghost Rider only gets extra power from attack damage, right? And this guy gets power from any type of enemy effect damage. So he's like always juiced up after round one is over, and yeah. All right, here we go. We've got let's see, we're playing Mayor
Maybe
Fisk and Hammers. Okay. Oh
that's
man,
a spicy.
we could see Malekith here because he's immune to stun in 16.
That's true.
What is 16? I don't know. He could see a King T splash maybe. He Malekith. Hold on, what's 16 actually? Now I'm like running it. No, you need Bullseye.
Uh,
He'd have to play a 4 and a 2, right? He'd play
yeah.
Man, Spider-Woman Bullseye, like got that interrogate option available to you.
Yeah.
Could just do Nick Fury here. No, I don't know. Do we see Malekith? What do you guys? What do you think?
Ooh, that's a tough question. I think you could reasonably see Malekith under Hellfire, surprisingly, just because he gets to contest the middle hammer, so you get to trigger your leadership and have his charge online. I think would make a reasonable option. Honestly, I have no idea what Leaf is gonna bring, and it's part of the fun of casting his games, right?
Yeah, it is very cool. It's hard to he brings these really interesting rosters. Um, yeah. Hmm. It's interesting that Dobb brought Fisk here. I guess like he must have a planner. He must have an idea. He's probably bringing Hulk then, right? He's bringing Hulk
Uh,
on
I
this
would
Hellfire
definitely
team.
expect Hulk here.
Hulk, Emma, and then a three, then three and two more threes, or maybe he could even bring like, hmm,
Yeah, I would expect to Emma two threes and Fisk and Hulk if they're playing at 16. If they're playing at 18, I could see it being adding Toad or upgrading your two threes to two fours, or
we're
doing Ultron and Black Cat or Ultron and Miles.
okay. I think Leaf is still thinking about threat here. Okay. He's
Yeah.
is it 16 is the question? Yeah, I guess we're figuring it out. Um,
I
so
think if I'm facing a Hulk on Fisk, I'd rather have more tools than not. So, if I were Leaf here, I would probably go for 18, since I think you scaled better than Dob here, assuming a Hulk is going to get deployed.
and what would you do? What would you do if you thought Hulk was coming out? Like what
Um,
would you play
on
here?
Leaf side, I think I would go probably with Cabal. You can do Malekith, Zemo.
Well, you do have to do bullseye here, I think. Then if you're going that high.
So that's uh,
Deet,
oh man, it
Deaton in the chat. Leaf might not even know what his roster should run. How can his opponent know?
confirmed 16 threats.
Okay.
Um,
So he's gonna play. So is he gonna play um, Malekith Zemo, and then he's got a Bullseye, and he's got to play a four threat after that because he doesn't have any three threat Cabal, or he plays Hellfire like you suggested, and plays Emma. Emma, it's still you're still playing a two threat, so you're still
I think
playing Bullseye.
yeah, I think you can reasonably play Nick Fury here just to get the one shot of Eye in the Sky and additional extract options for the hammers.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
but
think we're yeah. Emma Mal King T. That's yeah,
yeah,
that could work. That's good.
now that's exactly what I was thinking. Like you have like the super tall option of Emma Mal and T'Challa, I think could be really good. But I think giving Hulk last activation on Fisk is a very dangerous gamble.
So you are letting Hulk have four. You're gonna have four characters with Hulk, right? Because you're gonna go Hulk Emma, and then you're gonna go with two threes, like probably Black Cat, or like I don't know. If I see a Malekith over there, it's like I'm just gonna bring Black Cat, and then but I don't know, man. I think like maybe the whole Malekith thing is just like a total duke out. But does he have anything to really counter? He's got Bill to counter Hulk, but the problem is that um if he gets Bill stunned by going last with Bill and displacing Hulk off the point, then you're getting stunned on Bill, and you're just like your whole throw a turn thing is completely
Yeah,
gone. It's tough.
yeah,
Wow. This is. I think that both players have like answers to each other's little their games that they're playing with each other,
yep.
and in the trying to duke each other out on the roster build, which is
For
pretty
sure.
interesting. I heard you like list chicken, so I put a list chicken on your list chicken. Yeah, that's
Oh. But
yeah,
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 I'm
that's
really
right.
curious to see what both players are going to bring this game.
Yeah.
Like, I expect at least Hulk from Dobbs' side, but from Leaf, I honestly have no idea what he's going to play.
Yeah, Dean mentions in the chat that Hulk is even more favored now, especially since the ferocity superpower
Yeah,
doesn't display size fours anymore. So Hulk,
that's true.
yeah, I think that's why that will be the main reason why we wouldn't see Malekith here.
I think if
I'm just concerned for Leaf not having an answer to Hulk unless I'm missing something.
I think here King T'Challa might be of service just because he hits fairly hard, and I think if you can heal him or help him get started, especially with a hammer, um, from Emma's from Hellfire Club, I think he could really quickly get a lot of damage going into Hulk.
Yeah, that's fair. The you've got like a well, your attack is like almost is pretty much as good as Malekith, right? When you got like 8 dice and you reroll two, it's probably better.
Yeah,
Um,
and considering if you grab a hammer, it's like 7 die with 9 die with 2 rerolls. Uh, it's better than most spenders, right? So,
yeah, and then
uh,
his spender is it's only a size 3 throw, so no
yeah,
displacing on Hulk with King T'Challa. You're just rolling a ton of dice into him.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I would expect. And if Hulk goes into King T'Challa, he has his Counter Strike like Zemo has, so
yeah,
that's another option to stack damage.
yeah, I see that. And you got the 8 dice. The 8 dice spender gets you an advance too, so it's like you could use that to kind of dip out of range, and then use your pounce again to jump back into range.
Yeah. Also, King T'Challa doesn't mind getting stunned since he's generating so much power from his
Yeah,
passive superpower.
yeah. I can see all that. I think. I mean, if you bring what do you bring Emma T'Challa? That's 9. You've got another 4 and another 3. I don't know. What are you
Zemo
bringing?
and Bill?
Yeah, Zemo and Bill seems reasonable, but man, what do we got? And then we have Emma Hulk and a 3 and a 3.
Yeah,
So probably see a Black Hat because of the Malekith, if I had to guess. And then you're gonna did Dob have Zemo on his list? Probably did. So it's like you're gonna see another Zemo.
yeah,
One thing that can hurt King T is the lack of dice fixing. 9 hits way hard, but it can also whiff hard. Yeah,
yep, that's true.
we saw Nobility last night play against um shoot I man dude, who did Nobility play against last night? Oh man,
Uh,
well his Hulk didn't do what he wanted him to, and
uh, he was
um
playing Caller, right?
yeah, that's right, that's right. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, I get all my games mixed up now. All right. All right. Hopefully you guys can forgive me. Hopefully Caller can forgive me if he is watching this back. But yeah, and Nobility's Hulk
Nice. So Web
didn't have
Warriors.
the greatest attack dice. So, all right, let's see. We'll go through the rosters here. Dob is playing. Emma, Bill, Blackhead, and Ultron. All right, so we're a little off there, but still interesting picks here. We've got Hellfire, Brace for Impact, Age of Ultron, Eyes on the Prize, and Sacrifice. On the other side, we have
Web
a
Warrior.
Web Warrior team. Hey, let's go. We've got Miles, Spectacular, Black Cat, Bullseye, King T'Challa. He went 5 wide here with all webbed up, mission objective, patch up, fallback, brace for impact. So we were off. We had, but that's what happens when you've got these very interesting
So many
rosters
options.
that have mixed things up a bit.
Yep. So far from just seeing both players' list, I think I like Leaf's option just since he's going wider with 3 good control options. He can probably deny the Fisk fairly well. Um, so that I think gives them an edge, especially with characters like Spectacular and King T'Challa that can displace multiple models. I'm a little surprised to see no Hulks from Dobbs' side, but I still like his team overall. Black Cat expecting a potato, Bill being Bill, and I think Ultron and Hellfire is also pretty good since you can stack up damage on drones and blow them up easier, not more easily.
Yeah. Mike in the chat saying like the Web's team potentially a lot of displacement.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think at least from round 0, I think that gives an edge to Leaf, but MCP dice are fickle, so
The I don't like Ultron on this here. He can't go anywhere near the scenario without being basically I don't know if it has a major impact on him being able to play Age of Ultron, but like the perceived impact will be a problem, right? Like Dob will put him he won't put him on the point because he's worried about what could happen, and therefore he just won't. I don't think he'll get the big use out of Ultron that he's hoping to. Um, like it's just harder. It's just I think it just the secure makes it harder for Ultron to play as aggressively as he could on other missions with that card, with Age of Ultron on in his 5.
I agree, and I think it's pretty similar to Bill. Like Bill really dislikes being stunned here. It makes his power thresholds a lot more awkward with Hellfire leadership, since if he's stunned, he doesn't get to throw every turn for sure. He needs to either take damage or generate power. So, um, yeah, but let's see how it plans out.
Yeah. Joe mentioning in the chat. I don't know. I don't know if you just said this or not, but yeah, like Age of Ultron is might be a dead card because it's like why would you even put damage into him? Yeah. So
Yeah, but I think seeing Jim's list, he's probably gonna try to beat up at least a couple of Dobbs model, trying to selectively attack and take care of them and control the rest. So we'll see.
yeah. The interesting thing too about the Black Panther's King T'Challa displacement he has available on his kit with his builder pushing characters towards him is that like it's kind of it doesn't work like aggressive. It can like displace through aggressive because you can pull them closer to you, which is going to be off the point, and therefore when they aggressive they would just be further away from the point.
Yep,
So we'll see if that gets used in any capacity. That kind of that combination. But yeah, this is really cool. I haven't seen many games with King T here. I've played against him a few times, and he's always had a ton of power and is very scary at when he gets his first few actions because he has all that health. And I don't know. It's he offers some interesting questions to your opponent.
for sure. Like King Schmid, like Schmid said, I'm also here to see some King T'Challa action. I think he's a really cool character from the 2-3 games I played with and against him. So looking forward to see how he performs here.
All right, we've got Ultron. So Dob is going first here. He's moving Ultron to grab a hammer. Looks like he's all right. We're gonna get that resolved, but we have the Ultron grunts going within one of the Fisk token. Which so okay, I guess it wouldn't matter at all. There's no power generation on the grunts, and there's no kick 'em in anyone's list.
Yep.
But they would get stunned, I guess, and take. Okay, so the damage is relevant. They could take damage
If it
from
gets
the if it
them.
gets moved. Yeah.
I'm a little surprised to see no eyes on a prize Bill grab, because now it just lets Black Hat grab it and Bill be fairly unable to punish her for that. Um, so it's
Yeah.
probably worth asking Dob what he thought about it after the game.
King T is a TTS model. He would need to be a release Malekith busted to get me to buy that box. That's funny. Yeah, Mike, and then Mike DeLuca in the chat. Hustle your locals. Mike DeLuca, you might get a kick out of this. My wife had curry today, and guess what? Guess what kind of curry she had? Oh man, Vodkablitz. I don't know if you know what curry that my wife just had.
No. What kind of curry did you had?
All right. I'll wait to see if Mike if DeLuca can guess. But yeah, the let's see here. King T super fun, totally worth buying. Yeah, I played against Nobility's King T'Challa. Yeah, butter chicken. There it is. Hey oh yeah, it's butter chicken. She likes mild butter chicken, like any other white woman. You can in most cases. All right, stereotypical white woman.
Uh,
Yes, Joe Manji nailed it with that one. I mean, you probably didn't even need to know the little bit of inside. I say that in quotes, inside joke there, but um, to guess. But anyway, we have Black Cat grabbing the hammer, and then we had what did we have next?
We had Spectacular move once so far.
Oh, because it's 4 wide, so he passed,
Yeah,
is what we're saying.
yeah. Spectacular going into
Oh
Grunt.
my gosh, Schmid just with a kill shot. Lucas's mild butter chicken is his mild butter chicken personified. Oh my gosh, dude, that's
Fired.
you're gonna pay for
Uh,
that one in 2 months from now. All right,
so
okay, go ahead.
Spectacular doesn't deal damage, but gets us elusive, which I think he likes the outcome of.
Yeah, saves
So,
them the power from having to spend it to place
yep,
within the portal. The police. What am I trying to say here? Use the web swing.
to get
So
on the
that's
portal.
perfect for him because if he gets to activate, he's going to be able to throw displace Ultron or something like that with 3 power next round.
Yep.
I had Schmidt. Just so you know, I order lamb vindaloo. That is the curry that I prefer.
Oh, I
So
respect that. I have similar preferences.
nice. I wonder what all right. I would like to know what everyone else's favorite go-to curry is if they get curry in the chat. If respect. All right, there we go. I've earned Schmid's respect, I guess. Oh man. Okay, so Black Cat, look at that. We're forcing a tie on the Fisk right now, forcing more characters to the middle, maybe. King T is probably pretty decent into Black Cat, right? Because like you can't probably better than most characters. You can't crit against her, but rolling larger dice pools. Rogan Josh, yeah, that's good. I like that. That curry is good. Joe Manji. Oh, look at that! Oh, look at that nobility. I beat you by 1 second. You said he's good against Black Cat, and yeah, yes, finally, I was faster than chat on that one. Usually they say they say all the good commentary talking points before I even get the chance to say them. Curry is the national dish of England. Yeah, okay,
That's fair.
yeah.
So here we have Bullseye moving on the points. All right, here if you are Leaf, are you going with King T and hopefully displacing Black Cat, or have him grab the hammer then move onto a point?
Uh I think you're wait, hold on. I guess you didn't so you get the you get the push no matter what if you're outside of 3. Or
Yeah,
sorry,
if
if you're
you're
outside of
outside the point.
2 and you just don't get the extra dice. The extra dice is part of the leap which costs 3 power.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
if it lets you score the witness, you're fine with the outcome, right?
Patrick's doing a Hot Ones challenge outside again with friends. Yeah, that's a good show, and I've always wanted to do something like the Hot Ones. I love chicken wings, and I like getting decently spicy ones, but that sounds like fun.
So Emma grabbing the hammer and going into Spectacular, which has 3 dice, his reroll, and cover from the forklift. Classic Emma right there. 6A
Oh
attack,
man,
success,
uh-uh. Yeah,
and no trigger.
cover means he takes no damage.
Yep, that is correct.
Yeah, Joe in the chat saying that is the Nightcrawler on Twitty's Nightcrawler stole his home hammer from him.
Yep.
I'm like, how? I guess like I don't understand the mechanics behind how that happened. He must have comboed it with Professor Xavier's power and then
Yeah, it means you can usually, to me, my X-Men him, place him 2 if you had a power trade, then attack someone range 3, place within 2 back of them,
Oh,
then steal their home hammer.
it's the attack off and the place 2 is the big
Yeah,
movement. Oh, that's fair. That's
like I'll give it. Nightcrawler is incredibly mobile. Like he's it's really scary just how far he can go. So here we have Miles into Black Cat. So I presume we're gonna see King T.
yeah. He'll grab the hammer, I'm sure, right? So
Oh, get the Wild to throw Black Cat.
that's what you want to see if you want to score the points. So now he's winning on both of the secures right now.
Yep.
Interesting. I was thinking of playing. This is so. I was thinking of playing a list similar to this, but instead, I don't have King T'Challa, but I have Captain Marvel, the new one, and playing Okoye in like a timelines. Like my webs list, my 17 was like this with Okoye and Captain Marvel was an option that I was thinking about doing. But man, this seems like I wish I could play Bullseye in timelines. I guess if I could, then everyone could, and then he'd be everywhere. So
Yeah. Here it looks like we're gonna have Bill come and tie the witness. And I think King T'Challa can still go and grab it. With the hammer, if he goes on the far side with a long move, I think he gets there. Might be a little tight though.
okay. So yeah, you think he'll try to win? He's his last activation here with King T'Challa. No attacks done into the Web Warrior, so he's still sitting on 1 power right now. But
Yep.
those barrels might be a problem to get there. I think he gets there still though.
I think so too. But it might be a little tight. Yeah, we see Black Hat taking another damage and losing a power, which is something you really don't want to see
Oh
when you're
yeah, there's that.
fire.
That displacement was really big for that. Yeah, so I like the thinking there with Leaf because it was obviously it means that Black Cat can't take a hammer or she could even get dazed. Pretty like yeah, one hit. I was thinking like what is that range for? Like what is it needed for? And then I'm like, oh wait, Leaf is playing. He'll use
Yeah,
his tools for reasons that are not super obvious to
not
to
accessible
someone
to
like
the
me. Yeah,
to normal people.
yeah. I have no idea what he's doing. I just let him when I'm playing against him, or I just like let him do it. It's like, all right, I don't know what's going on here, but um, Ultron about to start his turn on 5 power. He's gonna have what? Why is that? Is the drones are gonna take? I don't know. I don't see the math. My math isn't mathing. Take Fisk damage. Walk between Miles and Sam. Activate
Going
leadership. Blow
into
him
the
up.
balance.
Okay. Oh yeah, because they've already taken 1. Yeah, that's right. Oh, I see. He's gonna take a damage on his grunts. And is that why he's attacking the drones?
I would presume so.
Just to get them
Um,
out of there before they go crazy?
well, we see a pretty. Yeah, we see the drones taking 1. It looks like.
Oh, that's hmm. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Because it
Trying to
basically
push
means
them away
that
from the characters.
he's still gonna kill. Now he's gonna. Did he take 1 on the on the grunts?
Doesn't look
No,
like.
because the Hellfire took him. Yeah. So this is
Oh, they had cover, I think, from the forklift.
Oh, I think then he should not have taken cover there. He should have. He should have not taken cover because now he can't do the thing that Schmid was suggesting what would happen, which was force the Fisk damage on the point and then activate leadership and just like hit 3 of Leaf's models with the explosion, giving Ultron a bunch of power, and then he gets to activate Ultron. And or no, actually, I don't know what the timing on that works. Yeah. All of that makes sense. I'm just too tired to explain it all. Okay. Yep. Schmid is like Ultron master. Knows all the tricks. Where
I
would you
think we're.
place this? Just place it on. I would get the range. What?
I, I would bring them, I think, towards my character, probably towards Black Cat, but not necessarily within one. Just to force Leaf to come towards the secures and be able to attack his models more often or more effectively.
I will be back in 1 minute.
And the other witness stays put. So now, if you're Schmid, here you have to ask yourself questions, and I think you want to start with Ultron here, just to maximize having grunts and attacking overall.
All right. Yes, Patrick. I watch Schmid's videos on YouTube as well, and they're pretty fun. Even though I don't play the affiliations he does typically, they're insightful.
Yep. So Ultron drones going into bullseye. Showing 2. Here, I'm not sure I like the attack into bullseye because it just let bullseye move away.
But hold on, do you have to do the damage on parting shot?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, and then it could force the explosion on the grunts. Like so, I don't think you can.
The grunts would take just the one, so I think you would just in order to avoid.
No, but what happens is then you can trigger Hellfire Leader. You can move the grunts to range 3 of Spectacular, Miles, and T'Challa, and then you can
They
use the
already
leadership.
since
Taking
they already move since oh
oh
yeah, on the second attack you're right. Yeah.
yeah. So did we? I don't think that's why I think the bullseye's gonna stay there. He didn't take any damage though. It looks like.
Yeah, from either attacks, and it looks like he elected to stay there. So this is Ultron, presumably going into Spectacular. Block looks like 1. Oh no. Webs rerolls. Oof, none convert, taking 3 with poison and bleed. That's a very, very sad Spider-Man gaining only 1 power.
All right. The Joe Machi. My only subscription is Norbert's OnlyFans. Yeah. Joe doesn't produce any video content, but if you just like searched up all the comments on Discord, it's like he's a stand-up comedian. Like, I think Joe makes the most amount of jokes on Discord per word or per post. All right, it's through the roof. Okay, yeah. So Bullseye didn't take any damage there from the attack, from the grunt activation.
Yep. King T'Challa should gain 1 power from this. Yeah, looks like he gained it.
And oh, I see. Oh, I missed the Ultron attack into Spectacular. So he's taken 4 damage now, and he's
Bleeding, poisoned, and stunned, so he's not having any fun.
yep. Does he's trying to he's figuring if he should spend her here with all of his power.
I think he's looking for probably Encephalo Beam.
Okay, well, he's rolling into
Another attack.
Spectacular again, probably.
Oh,
That's
yep.
good. He needs one more to guarantee. Oh, no, I think he already has it.
With 5, yeah, it pretty much guarantees the kill.
Yeah.
Healing 1 and dazing Spectacular. But the big thing it gives Leif is the opportunity for him to pounce and be ready to go into his models, presumably Emma or Black Hat, just to try to steal activations away.
Yeah, exactly. When you're when you want to go last as a scenario player or the player who's trying to win on scenario, and they have priority, it's typically helps a lot when you can shut down their activations, especially if they have less than you. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I agree. I
and
100% agree that that's probably the way to go here is try to take out an activation.
I think I'd be inclined to go towards Emma, just because she's relatively fragile, and King T can,
Yeah, I'm
uh,
just saying that.
yeah,
Oh man, he's gonna leap in, hit with a builder range three
probably.
attack, right? And then pull her towards. Oh, but maybe she can't split. She can't stop it because it's an energy attack, and she can only stop superpowers and mystic attacks on that mind gem thing. It
Like,
looks like Dob forgot power phase, but he
oh,
he corrected it. Shit. Oh, we missed that. Okay, my bad. I was joking around too much.
um,
Eyes and Ultron might both be dead. Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, I think Hero Miles going into Black Hat's also an interesting option. Just waiting for King T to build more power.
Yeah. Miles has 3 power, so he can use his spender to force a drop extract, but he doesn't. He would need a 4th power to be able to pick up the extract. So we've got a few movement tools out here. Looks like Dob didn't clear his tools yet. Yeah, that's right. I agree, Patrick. That does happen, but it's like it's so unreliable, of course, because you just like never. Um, yeah, you don't know. You have to be on your toes, basically.
Yep, looks like we have a pounce from King T'Challa here. I would expect it to go either into Black Hat or Emma.
Oh, is that range 3? Is that in? Oh man. Oh,
Oof.
that's out.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well,
if it's in for Bill, I think you still might have good options. Um, be able to push him towards you, then punch him again. So here it's 9 dice, and then followed up by 6 die, 7 die with 2 reroll, which both are pretty gnarly attacks.
yeah. All right.
Oh, yikes! That's a.
Oof.
It's not too bad, but it's not great. Showing 4. So
Taking
Bill's
2 on
taking a.
Bill.
Getting the push here.
All right, and then I guess you just do it again after he aggressives.
Yeah. And one of the things I like from this is just that it keeps making Hellfire leadership more awkward for Dob.
Yeah. The only thing that maybe that's why he put him there, so that when he did aggressive, he couldn't aggressive onto either Fisk point.
Yep.
But he did put him within sacrifice range of Emma. I don't think he'll sacrifice here because it's still too early in the game and it's not. And Emma's holding the hammer. It's like why would you put attacks into Emma? But
Yeah.
maybe that isn't range 2. But either way, yeah, I guess it's not even a
As,
consideration
as
here.
It looks within range too, but I'd still.
Okay, so yeah, I think Leif was just prioritizing keeping Bill off the point if possible, because it looks like the way Dob has his tools right now, it looks like that would be like out of the angle or the
Yeah.
truck. Let's take a closer look here.
Yeah, it would. I think it looks.
Spider-Man's in the way. I think that if Spider-Man wasn't there, he'd be fine.
He'd be fine.
All right, when you do the aggressive, you just got to make sure your full base is within the angle. So there you go. Yeah, he's in the
Yep.
angle here, so he's good. But is he on the point? He is, barely.
But now King
It's
T
like,
still gets an attack and is still able to push Bill with 7 die 2 rerolls, which I think is what we're gonna get here. Youch! Alright. He stopped around. That is a dazed Bill.
yeah. There's no push here.
Showing
That's right.
7 before 2 rerolls.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get got here for sure. That's big because Bill's
Oh,
tough. Oh
Yep.
man, yeah. So we got the 2 rerolls converted. Yep, there you go. Okay. So the King T. Now I'm like, all right, my brain is catching up to why people were saying that King T here is good, right? Because the rerolls. Of course, you can reroll out of skulls. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, guys. I finally caught on.
In webs, he probably plays like a 5-threat Zemo
Yeah,
overall,
yeah.
as the way I would see it. You have access to some displacement with the builder and the spender. He's a little more fragile, but still pretty mobile.
Yeah, that's very fair. And you know what? You don't feel as bad going against Emma here because you don't have any tech specifically for physical and energy.
Yeah.
You're 4-4-4 across the board, so you don't feel like you're getting you're getting picked on by Emma basically.
For sure. And with the defensive reroll, it still makes a pretty good difference.
Yeah, you just can't clap Emma back with that royal rebuke.
Yeah. But I think that's not the end of the world. I think if you could, you would, but that's about it.
Yeah, that was I think that was basically the best kind of case scenario I would imagine for Leif right there. He got to take out the toughest model that hadn't activated yet.
Yeah.
And having Bill only on 5 health left going into round 3 means he's going to be there's gonna be a little bit of a problem if Dob ends up winning this Fisk secure. It means that Bill won't be on the point anymore either. That's why this is a pretty tricky scenario for Hellfire, is that your characters want to be on the secure to get the leadership bonus, but the secure is always moving around. And so you can't always, you won't always be able to get it.
I think predictably we're going to see Black Hat move onto the secure, probably try to lop an attack and then trigger Hellfire leadership.
Yeah.
If you were Dob here, would you troublemaker Miles just to try and steal an action?
I think so.
I think that's what we're going to see here. If not, into King T'Challa for next round.
Yeah, one of the two.
Yeah, it looks like Miles.
Scott cover.
With 3 rerolls. Black Hat got their elusive.
Got a Stagger King T. Yeah, Joe Manji thinks he should have got King T here with those 2 big attacks.
I think that's what I would have done too. Just to steal an action away. But here it denies him tempo, so I think there's an argument for staggering Miles here.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're going with Emma attacking into King T'Challa. You're hoping. I mean, you're just like, I guess, like, I don't want to say praying, but like the ceiling in this situation is Emma dazing King T'Challa. Man, Leaf has so much things he can do still, and all Daub has left is Emma. So that's probably like a real. He's probably thinking he's in a little bit of a situation. We have. Did we have Hellfire get played?
Yeah, we had Hellfire leadership to heal Black Cats,
So the drones
and
took another damage there. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay. Miles took a damage. What does staggering Miles do? He really is just swinging once and then it's 4 dice. I'd rather stagger King T. All right. Yeah, it's very reasonable. It's you guys are probably right, honestly. Okay. You know, when you're not in the commentary chair, it's a lot different, all right?
yeah,
Yeah,
I,
you're
I
not.
think the rationale behind staggering Miles is just that it makes it harder for him to throw Black Cat away with just one attack to get that 2 VPs from the Witness. Um, but it's still dicey at best, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Now that he has 4 power, oh no, he's still 1 power short for the place and steal.
Yeah, I think the stagger like I mean, what you could have seen Leaf do is he could have moved and spendered into Emma or Ultron. I don't know. I don't think he has the range on either of them. But if if Emma went to the point, Miles could have just moved and spendered her and made her drop her hammer, and
Yeah,
then like Bullseye could have double. I don't know, like Black Cat maybe even could have double walked and grabbed it. Um, so it just like yeah, there's a. Here we go. We're having Miles web swing.
yeah. If you're here, do you want to try and punch Emma to kick her away, or go into Black Cat to make sure you get the point?
Okay, so he's looking to body block Emma. I think is what we're seeing here. Maybe I don't know. He's just trying to.
Probably just trying to be in range of Emma to get the kick in, to force her to move to be able to attack
Yeah,
a model.
yeah. There you go. She can't now double attack King T if Miles is able to
Yep.
hit that wild. Six
The other
dice.
thing, yep. The other thing it lets Leaf do is if Emma really wants to tie that point or gain control of that point, Leaf can just move Bullseye or Black Cat in there straight up to make sure he scores the 2 witnesses this round.
What are we seeing here? Do we think there's cover? Take a look.
Oh, that's a farm
They're
from
debating it. I think they're probably about to ask.
um I wouldn't grant it just because like it looks like the base is really is never covered by the terrain from Miles angles. I don't know what you think.
It's hard, but I would say I don't know. It's like I don't think there's cover. I don't know. It's close, yeah. It is super freaking close.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough.
I can't. The cape's in the way. Oh man. Hmm.
It's really close.
Ah man, I feel like we have to. I feel like we'd have to give it to him if it is, just because like he had the ability to make sure it didn't get cover by moving in a different spot, and like I don't know, like that's like my thinking is that this is
Oh, both players are using clocks. Jumanji, just
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good call. Oh, but they're scuffed on my screen. Yeah, I guess we can turn the clock. Look at that. They're at 44 minutes each. So my whoops. When you open the mod settings, it shows up on stream. Yeah, 40. Okay, so she transformed, and now she is getting cover here.
Yep.
So there we go. No debate. Okay, so Dob was actually that's what I think he was considering mostly. Big hit though,
Yikes.
and he blocks
Giving
nothing. So it's like, oh my goodness, why
a
did you?
block him from cover, but get that and the throw probably into the bin.
Yeah, can't play brace either. Like, so I mean, obviously he
Whoops.
like,
Click escape. Click escape.
it's not going to matter. He's going into the bin regardless, right? So
That's true.
I mean, hopefully this doesn't matter. But yes, the pro tip. Oh Christ, they're not going to hit the bin. The pro tip here is that if you ever pick up a model and you need to put it back down exactly where you left it before you drop it again, you can hit escape and it will basically cancel what you've just picked up and place the model exactly where they were originally. And that's what that's so pro gamer tip right there.
Yeah, so we saw Emma get thrown into the bin, which I think you're super glad to see that result if you're Leaf. Leaving Emma on one with Bullseye on the board
Oh man.
feels very, very good.
Yeah.
Especially since he can probably just move once, hit and run, go back on the Fisk, and you have Black Cat double move and grab that hammer.
Yeah. Emma on this side is janky. Let's see what she can she's very clunky on this side. She can't play tactic cards. At the end of her activation, she transforms.
Yeah.
She
She
cannot
does
be
get
advanced or pushed, so
yeah, she still does get a pretty good terrain throw.
yeah, sometimes one must get their hands dirty.
And her attacks are still pretty good. Like both attacks have pures, the builder has 2 different triggers. I think her diamond form gets a worse rep than it actually plays. Sure, you prefer her normal side, but her diamond form is really not as bad as most people think it is.
I think the problem is that you also need to position good with it. Like you need I'm sure that spender, that area attack can like win a game. If you but like the problem turning off
You have to
powers,
position
yeah.
carefully, yeah.
Okay, so we're looking at probably just a 5 dice builder into Miles here with the crit pierce. 6 dice with the hammer.
Yeah. And wild stun.
Oh, hold on. Did she spend 3 power for a terrain throw? Okay, that's what she did first. So Miles is taking 2 damage from a terrain throw right now.
Has 2 rerolls. Blocks 2, takes 1.
Okay,
Ooh,
it
you
looks like
see a
he's
very scared Emma Frost here.
scared of Bullseye is probably what's happening.
Or probably Parker on the point.
Yeah, the problem that Daub is encountering here um, with Emma is that he would have held her activation if she had more health left. Like if she didn't take much from that spider attack, but because she had 1 health left, he had to go with her. Means that Leif is going to get 2 activations in a row here to basically reposition his characters and set up for the next round. He's setting up Emma to be able to transform. Yep. So he's thinking ahead a little bit here so that he can still be on the point after he transforms and be within range to play Sacrifice on Ultron.
Which I think protects you from mean bullseye activation.
Yeah. I mean, Bullseye still does it to force the card out, right? Like hit and runs and then goes back on the point.
Yeah, especially since it forces both characters to pay 2 instead of 1. I think you still do it.
That's pretty rough. Yeah.
Yep.
I guess I should zoom back in. Man, dude, this is
It's
Look
brutal.
at the middle of the board is that line divider on the highway, and like every character is like on that line. It's actually pretty funny how like both teams have like literally just clashed heads in the middle of the map here.
It's a big conga line.
Imagine a beam attack here. Oh my goodness.
Oh god. Where's
Yeah,
Crimson Dynamo when you need him?
I know, right? Yeah.
I think we're seeing Leif try to measure if Black Cat gets to the Fisk token. Um, which is a good question.
So, so what do you think he's measuring here? He's right. He's
Uh,
measuring a long
trying
move,
to
two long moves.
long moves gets him on the witness. Because if it does, it means he can tie it and score 4-2 again, which I think he likes as an outcome.
Yeah. It puts a lot of like, man, Emma being on 1 health. Oh, that's tough. I guess what you're gonna do as Dob with priority is you're going to, um, when you just maybe you just kill the grunts here, and like you move away with bullseye and kill the grunts. I don't know. Like I'm just thinking like he's definitely going to just use the grunts to bomb attacks with Hellfire leadership. It'll heal Emma the 1 power.
Yeah, hmm,
The one
that's true. I
health.
think I would. Like, you move Bullseye away, you do hit and run. To kill the grunts, you still give 1 power to Ultron with the T'Challa tanking damage, but I think you're fine with that.
Yeah, I
That or
think
you
so.
force sacrifice out, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Which one's better? Getting rid of sacrifice might be better long term. I don't know. Like, what can the would you go with Ultron here if the grunts were alive, like with priority, and
Oh,
then you'd be able to get 2 spenders off because yeah, okay, there we go. We are seeing the play. He is hidden. Oh, I would have liked to see the move outside of range 2 of the drones, and then
I think he wants to try to do both dazing the drone and getting the. Oh, nice. I think that's
oh, and doing the Emma attack. Yeah, okay.
yeah. To force.
So he's doing
Uh,
both of the things.
yeah, and I think I like that overall. Even if you give Ultron 1 more power, I think he's already pretty flush. You don't mind it as much.
Yeah.
We
So
saw never miss because the drones blocked bullseye attack. Yeah,
is the Ultron power mandatory? He's missed it. That's what I'm seeing.
it's a good idea to check. Yeah, it is mandatory.
All
I'll
right.
write it down in chat.
Okay. Oh,
Uh,
he's yeah.
eh,
Okay, we're seeing the sacrifice going to Ultron here, and
yeah.
yeah, let's see if they catch that. Sometimes they like when it's in the middle of the dice roll, they'll.
Crits shouldn't have exploded there because of sacrifice.
Okay, did that change
No,
anything?
both didn't convert, so.
Okay, all right. All right, so there we go. He got and he's put Bullseye off the point. I was wondering if he was considering putting Bullseye on the point to do the thing that where he wins that top one. Um, but he's conceding the top one, or like he's not conceding it. It's tied. So is it tied? Hold on. Oh no, I see what you're saying. He's winning it now. Now, he's going to. He's just gonna flip Emma, right? He's gonna daze Emma with the crisis.
Yeah, that's what I would expect because now you force someone to move and grab the hammer, which makes it a lot more awkward, and you've taken sacrifice out, which I think is the best case scenario.
Yeah. Okay, so
Both players scoring 4.
yeah,
Um,
they both had 2 hammers and they each won a Fisk. So priority was Dobbs' side, so he gets to move the first.
yep. And here also, if you're Leaf, you can both stun and deal another damage to Black Cat while dazing Emma. I think you would get Miles on a Crossfire, but is that worth it for dazing both Emma and Black Cat?
Hmm.
And
Maybe you leave Emma on 1 to force her activation right away.
yeah, I think I prefer that. You just move the Fisk token towards your characters, but not within.
Yeah, I'm sure
Uh,
Leif is considering both options.
yeah,
Because if you force Emma to activate first, maybe that means that you can activate and go in like KO Bill or something, maybe, or like your King T'Challa activation um, could be really big here.
yeah. I would also maybe expect a patch up um, from King T on Miles if he survives the round, just
Yeah.
because he's already so full of power.
Okay, well, there goes Black Hat taking a stun and damage. And now let's see what Leaf does here. Okay, all right. He's going to hit Emma. He is going to get Emma, and he's going to
Get
get Ultron here with a stun.
Yeah, I like that. Just stacking damage as much as you can. Yep.
Yep, makes okay. So you are giving okay, and okay, so this is good too because you also by keeping it away from Black Cat, it means that you don't get a leadership trigger on her. So now Bill and Black Cat are both in a spot where they're gonna suffer from the leadership.
Yep.
So that makes a lot of sense here. The hammer's dropped beside Spectacular, and so let's see who goes here with Dobbs. Team gets to activate first here.
I'm.
Black
Yep.
Cat, man, Black. If Leaf takes out one of the Emma, Bill, or like Emma or Bill this round, it's just gonna be very. Dobbs gonna have trouble
Yep.
getting the attrition needed to win the game because a Black Cat doesn't just has no firepower.
Yeah.
She's there for to win on scenario, and Dobb is in a spot where he needs to punch his way to victory currently. So
So who do you go with here if you're Dob? I think you go with either Bill or Black Cat just to make sure, like, they get to be more relevant with the leadership this turn, right?
yeah, I would assume so. Do you think like I think you might be in a spot where you have to go with a Black Cat, um, like grabbing that hammer and doing a builder, grabbing the hammer, and then and staggering if you can. Like if you can get the power off the builder, you can get a stagger and a builder and grab the hammer again. And that would be like uh, you stagger King T, you builder Miles, stagger King T, and grab the hammer. Is like the. Are you in a spot where you have to have Black Hat like carry a little bit, or do you just go with going with Ultron here seems fine too. Maybe you just like double spender and you can KO Spider-Man and daze Miles.
Yeah, it's ambitious, but I think at this point you
He
have to
should
risk.
play Eyes to grab the hammer.
Oh yeah,
With you mean with Black Cat?
I think with Bill.
Oh yeah, yeah. Look at that. Oh, good, good. I like that.
Yeah, I think with Bill here, you grab the hammer. It lets you throw terrain to make sure Ultron has a grunt for his activation, even if they're staggered, and hopefully get to like Spender or punch King Key fair or Miles hard enough.
Yeah. So, if anyone isn't in on the loop on Leaf as a competitive player, he is very good. He just recently won the lunch meet games that Johnny Pastrami hosts. It was a 32-player event, and so he came out on top. And he's also been in 2 TTS finals, both in season 9 and season 11. And we're in season 13 here, so if
If
everything is goes according to plan, he's going to lose in the finals in season 13, just like he got second place in both those seasons. So yeah, it's this is top 16 here. It looks like he's doing well in this game. So Eric, he's getting close to fulfilling the prophecy, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, but he's always got these really crazy rosters that typically end up going multi-affiliation, and I dig it a lot. He was also the team captain for a fun little Canada versus USA event we did back in December. Chewy hosted it from the Danger Room, and I was on the team. Curtis and Chat was on the team. Vodkablitz was like an alternator, right? You couldn't make it.
I
So
couldn't make it. I was attending.
fun.
I was already attending a big event that
Yeah,
weekend.
Deaton, the other captain for Team America,
No,
fun.
it was fun for us.
Yeah. I mean, we were our little private little Team Canada Discord was having a blast. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, let's see what
Yeah,
those end up
I love the eyes on the eyes on the prize to grab that hammer for
line.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think with Bill, you probably try to take out King T. I'd imagine.
Red Cahal in the chat. And he asked if he's going to WTC for Canada. I believe Leif is unavailable for WTC this year. So, yeah.
But the prospects for Team Canada are looking good so far. It looks like we're going to be able to send 2, probably 3 teams this year.
Yeah, looks it's pretty exciting. Eesh. Lots of good Canadian players, I gotta say, man. Not, I
Yep.
mean, we're I don't want to like to self brag, but like, man, we're doing pretty good in the league, aren't we? Like,
Yep.
tops. We're both here. We're both one of us gets to is going to top 8 guaranteed. That's pretty exciting.
Yep. That's nice. A lot of Canadians made it to top 32. Some of them going into top 16 and hopefully top 8.
Yeah, Red Cowl is asking who's going. I think they have 2 teams that they're building on the West Coast.
Yeah, and one on the East Coast.
Yeah, one for in the Montreal side, and I think
Yeah.
Ontario was like trying to get a team together, but they don't have. I don't know much more details beyond that. Yeah.
Ontario's not going to be able to make a team so far. They're going to get spread across the Western and Eastern teams.
Yeah. So the Western side though is they're not big TTS players though. They're like I joked that they're like this hidden splinter cell, like or this like the sleeper cell or whatever, the sleeper cell. Like they like one of their players just won LVO, right? So it's like they've got something cooking back there, but it's interesting that they don't play online. I'm like a huge online guy, so they're like who knows? There's a lot of question marks basically. I'm sure
Yeah,
they're
what
looking
I
to prove themselves to the on the worldwide meta. Lucas is the Canadian Benedict Arnold. Yeah, it looks like hats out of the bag on that one. I'm not. I'm playing for a USA team. Eeks. Sorry.
trader.
Yeah. I know.
Still
I've
like
heard that a few times. all from friends though, so it's all good. No one
yeah.
panic. All right, Ultron looking like he's taking a move action, grabbing the hammer, and probably doing a spender.
Yep. I think that's fairly reasonable. Who do you spender in here? Oh,
Oh,
King
he spent. Did you just how much party just spend there?
4. So 3 to throw the terrain, 1 to pick up the hammer, and 4 for the spender.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay, he spent 8 total. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ooh, that is a sad roll. Which means King T is gonna live this. Hey, blocking 1, taking 2.
B Proxy in the chat saying he's one of the West Coast Canadians, and he's none of them care about anything. I just gotta get some good games. Pretty chill over there is what it sounds like. They're all friends just wanting to have a good time. Yeah, sounds like I don't know what like the competitive person in me wants to just like roast that comment. but but yeah. I mean, the reality is that not every team can do well at the event. Like statistically, it's impossible for every team to do well. In terms of like, I guess when I say do well, I mean get a positive win rate. So the reality is that if you going there expecting to win the event, I think a lot of people would be like, well, would be bummed out, I guess. So you have to go in with reasonable expectations, and at minimum, say the experience was worth it um, for the people that I got to see and hang out with. It's a tricky situation because you want to have that competitive mindset, but you don't want to feel like the trip was a waste of time. This is the commentary we pay for. Yeah, roast away, roast away. It's too late. I've lost the juice. You gotta.
But when
Okay.
you attend these big types of events, like we have to remember that it's always half social, right? Like you get there to play some good games, to meet different people, and to like give them maple syrup because they're Canadian.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, try basically setting up Red Cowl's got the idea, right? You just want to set these like goals where you want to do better. You want to do better than you did last year, or you just want to
Yeah,
grow as a player.
you want to have fun.
Yeah. So yeah. So I guess it's official. I'm going to WTC, so I'm excited to see all the people that are gonna be going too, and it'll be a lot of fun. I'm also going to Adepticon
Very nice.
in what is this? This is in 9 days from now, or yeah, 9 days from now. I'm driving to Adepticon. That's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you see me, please say hi because I don't know your faces, and you probably will. You'll see me and you'll recognize me before I can recognize you in most cases, I'm sure. So yeah. Cliff Jumper. I'm going to Epticon to help PCN with coverage. Very cool. That's like a side little goal of mine. Is that I hope I do well enough to earn a spot onto a PCN stream as a game participant.
They're very, very cool people. We get to meet them a lot when we're playing on the East Coast for like New England, all the tournaments in New England, so they're super nice.
That's right. Yeah. Mike in the chat also mentioning, yeah, I'm going everywhere this year. This is like my big year. Okay. Also going to Squad Goals on May 18th, 19th. That event isn't filled up yet. And so if you've got a team of 3 in Chicago, May 18th, 19th, Squad Goals is going to be a lot of fun. Lots of content creators are going to be there, and lots of just people that are active on the Discords. So I've also and Mike W's in the chat saying he's mentioning PCN, but also isn't Pork Roll Protocols going to WTC? I'd love to hear about
Yep.
which players
Yeah.
are in that community are going on that trip because I'd love to meet those guys too. I've talked to them a lot online.
Yep, they have a registered team. Looking forward to play with them again.
How many more silver medals do you expect from those events? Oh Christ!
Curtis
Oh
is
man, yeah, man.
throwing shade here. All right.
He's I can barely hear him from how far down he is though, right? Isn't Curtis in like the bottom half of the season 13 cuts bracket? Okay, all right, it's stupid. The other
He is
squad,
dead
Jeff.
now.
Oh, Jeff, nice. Jeff's taking the lead. That's awesome. Jeff's joined me on commentary a few times. All right, so basically, what we just saw over the course of those few minutes was Ultron Spender pushing all of the characters away,
Yeah.
and it's a long scroll. Yeah, it's a long scroll. Yeah, man. All right, man. It's tough. I mean, I say this stuff. It's fun to. I say trolley crap like that because it's fun to like be the heel, but then I immediately like feel like feel bad for saying the mean stuff. Okay. Is Curtis counting silvers to try and catch up? Okay. Curtis doesn't know what silver is. All right, he's only tasted a little glimmer of silver. I've been I've been eating silver my whole life. Um,
All right. So here, I think we're gonna see Miles go because he is on the verge of death.
yeah, looking like a spender into Ultron to take that hammer.
Yeah, take both those hammers. Oh, we send all webbed up first.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Yeah, this is gonna be really nice for Suzemi, Kazo,
relief.
Leaf to catch, like basically just like finish off a lot of, or like put a lot of damage on these characters this round, and putting like a, man, is this the whole team too? Holy.
Yes, it gets everyone. The other big thing it does is put Miles next to Spectacular. So he'll be able to spender, grab both hammers, get patched up for 3, then run away with 2 hammers. Which I think with all your team slowed is super backbreaking.
Yeah, this is where, um, if we don't get any sort of activation shutdowns here on, like a spectacular could go. Hold on, spectacular could go off here. Like I'm very worried that that Dobbs team is going to just take a lot of damage from these two activations, these two spider activations, and Black Cat rolling 6 dice pierce into Bill. Oh man! All right,
Is Leaf 1 dice short? He rolled 7? Uh, isn't he 2 dice short
he
for
didn't
this
have a
match?
hammer. Oh, 7. Did he
He's
not?
all webbed up, no?
I did he, or did he? He must have.
Because he weblined kick, so
1, 2, 3,
like
4, 5, 6, 7.
with no crits, so it's since he paid 3, it's presumably the spender. He just didn't had his bonus dice. So we see Miles picking a hammer up, but Ultron blocking everything.
Is the all webbed up mandatory?
Good question. Yes. Yeah. Add 2 dice to the attack roll.
All right.
So. Yeah, we saw Miles pick up 1 hammer, and I expect him to run away and have
Oh,
going
he's gonna.
Emma.
I mean, it's reasonable, right? You
Yeah,
got 6. You did a web swing. You got 8 dice into Emma here. Oof, that's
9 with the hammer.
9 with the hammer. Yeah.
Yeah, and you still get patched up by Spectacular afterwards. Yeah. So we see very reasonably Emma going there, buffing her dice to 4 and getting cover.
All right. I think this is officially the most times I've seen Emma transform in a game with 2. But let's see if she. I mean, she kind of needed to here to get to try to survive this. Oh,
Uh,
look at that, a whiff on
oh,
Miles, and
wow.
he blanked out again on the defense dice for that. That's brutal to have to
It's cover minimizes
cover.
the damage, but it's still pretty rough.
Yeah.
Here I'd still expect Spectacular. Yeah, we see the patch up on Miles.
Okay. Yeah. Emma now stuck in diamond form is just rough because now she can't hit he can't hit the spiders. Doesn't have enough power to spend her, so she can't transform mid activation.
Yeah, she doesn't
She's
have enough power for the throw, and she is slowed. Um,
that's tough. It's very tough spot, right? Because it's like if you didn't transform and then died there, you would have felt like, oh man, I should have transformed.
yeah,
And you can't even transform like closer to Miles because if he gets the wild, which you're assuming he does with that many dice, you're getting just displaced away
you,
anyway.
yeah.
It's a tough spot to be in. Emma is can be tricky, I think, to play. I think that's probably the hardest part of Hellfire, right? Is just the positioning on Emma and playing Emma, since she doesn't have as much action economy as the rest of your team probably does.
Yeah. With Brace already gone, I like Bill throwing that size 4 into Black App and then hopefully getting an attack into her to grab her hammer. I think he's looking for the mission objective range.
Yeah.
Build moves.
Oh, looks like he's lining up the terrain throw.
Yep, that's what I would expect. The Black
Yeah.
App.
Man, okay. So Leaf doesn't have fallback available because it's 2 power. He's doing a spend. Is he doing the spender?
Oh, he's doing the throat. Size 4.
Okay. Is he playing? Is he playing? He can't play brace. He already played it.
Yep.
So,
She's gonna take it.
she's gonna take it, but then she's gonna just mission objective it to spectacular, isn't she? Like, is that where?
If she's within range. Oh, blocks 2, takes 3. Which opens up both fallback and mission objective. So if she
Oh
was within
gosh.
range,
Yeah, yeah. That's
now
rough.
she'll reach.
I think you had to spend her there. I think you should just spend her as the opening anyway.
I
Maybe,
agree.
but yeah, you had all that power. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We're seeing the spender. Can't fall back in mission objective with hammer
Oh,
attacks.
no,
Yeah, yeah. You can now though. Is what?
not because she was stunned. So she needs.
Oh yeah, yeah. She was stunned.
Um,
You can't play both. Oh, is he? But I think she's already within 2 of spectacular though.
I think
You can't
so.
do. Nobody was saying you can't do both. Yeah. Okay.
Is she already within 2 of spectacular? Is I think the big question. Oh, looks like.
Okay. It looks like he's not
What?
playing it. I guess he's maybe he is outside of 2. I don't know why. I guess I don't understand why he wouldn't play it, but
I think they're outside of 2. At least that's
yeah,
what I
that's
presume.
probably what it was.
Yeah, and that's Bill.
Ah, Mike, you're funny. The Mike, who else is on the team? Is Ben going to WTC? Or is Mike from Strike Better going to WTC? Who else is on the Pork Roll team is going there? Ben,
Jump.
Rob, John, Noah. All
Yep,
right,
jumps
cool. That's awesome.
with Jeff. Yep, makes a good team.
Nice. That sounds awesome.
So here, presumably, we have Spectacular trying to finish off Emma and score that point.
Yeah. this is rough for Daub. I think that Leaf is like systematically kind of just taking out his team.
Oh, within 2, so no cover. So that's a 7 die gainer going into Emma.
Yeah, Mike, that's true. I can understand but you'll be able to root on your team from afar. So that's also cool.
Oh, at least she's blocking now. Showing 2 crits.
Okay,
Both
so
confirmed.
4 blocks on Emma. No damage, but he gets the trigger. Oh, well, that hold on. That was the 5 dice. I guess didn't need the trigger. Is he rolling? Wait, hold on. Is he rolling for all webbed up with all webbed up here?
Yeah, he
Okay,
rolled with
okay.
all. Oh, yeah, we see just a lag spike. Yeah. At least on my side. Yeah, we see a second attack going in. 4 damage with a crit so far. Against 2. So 5 damage and the block
Oh, there it goes.
with the KO. And I think you might want to throw Black Hat away to make sure she's as miserable as she can be, especially now that she's slowed.
Oh man. Yep. And she's the only character left to activate, and he's got Bullseye and King T'Challa. Look at that. He can't. How much power? She has 2 power for a leap. Bill's already on the points, but okay. So King T'Challa is gonna be. Do you think he's gonna be picking up that hammer and then?
I think so. I think he can pounce, pick up the hammer, then move, and probably hurt something a lot.
Yeah. What do you? I mean, like, do you even? Okay. I'm just trying to like. You put Bullseye on this point where like Black Cat has to move on to that point, right? Or else Bullseye's just gonna move there and win it. Like, and you
Yeah,
win the game. Do you win the game? No, you're 1 power short. You're
for
1
one
VP short.
short, it's still like it's good
um,
enough.
so Black Cat maybe goes to the top. Uh, Shake moves, jump. Oh, I don't know. Like there's
It feels so bad
yeah,
because
because then King T'Challa just will pounce and move and displace you off the point.
yep,
And then Bullseye will. Okay, I guess like he has to activate first, and that's why we're seeing him go here.
he moves, picks up the hammer, so now he's looking at 10 die builder.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
with the stun on him, you might as well attack him since he's not getting any. He's not getting
oh,
any benefit from this.
yeah, since you know you're going into another round, trying to take Ultron off, I think is a good plan.
Casual 10 dice builders. Yeah, that's right. Let's see what we get here. He's only got 4,
But he
but
still has 2
it's
rerolls.
gonna be enough if he converts 1 more.
Alright, so 5 into 2, dealing 3. He's 1
Okay,
short.
1
Oh no,
short.
yeah, he's 1 short.
That's probably even better, honestly.
Yeah,
Man, just leaving him on 1 is absolutely brutal too. I wouldn't even attack him. I'd just move him onto the.
the point. Yeah,
I
I
mean, even
agree.
run away. You could even just run away.
I think I would, just because Bullseye gets the days for sure.
Oh
Um,
yeah, yeah. But I mean, like, do you even daze him? Like, why would you even? We just.
no, I think I'd still leave him on 1 and force him to go first next round.
Yeah. So now he has to go with Black Cat. Basically, wherever Black Cat doesn't go,
Bullseye.
Bullseye will go. Or like, but he won't go to the bottom one if he does. Black Cat doesn't go to the bottom one because I don't know. There's a okay. If you're winning, and like if you're winning, you want to tie the score. Like you're okay with tying the score for the rest of the game. So I think that if like both getting the same amount of VPs in terms of like in this case the secures. So you're okay with both players winning the secure here if you're Leaf because you've got more extracts and you have the lead. So if
Yep.
Black Kite goes to the top, Bullseye, I would if I was Bullseye, I'd just go to the bottom. Um, and I mean, I'd even consider just like hit and running Black Cat and while I did it, if I could, if the range was there.
She clears the slow, probably move, pays 2 to jump. Yep, which is like the saddest Black Cat you've ever seen. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think
So
if you're Leaf here, you probably go grab the witness with Bullseye and leave the one near Black Cat just to make sure she takes a damage and gets stunned.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, the other thing too is that like I think if possible, you move within range 3 of Black Cat, you hit and run her, so that when she does take the stun damage, she's on 1 health next round. So now you have 2 models on
yeah,
1 health, and that's just brutal, especially when you've got spectacular Spider-Man who's right there, who can do one
Bill,
attack next round and then throw a character like guaranteed kill, and then you've got Bullseye who's on the other point
yeah.
guaranteed. Yeah, because you can't hit Black Cat twice here because you're out of range 3.
Yeah,
So
but I like your idea of just getting the one attack, then moving into the witness if you can. Um,
I'd measure to see go to the other witness here, just so that you score your 5 VPs and going to 13. But he's looking to tie this one so that Dob actually is going to score. They're both going to score 3. I guess that's either you're both scoring 5 or you're both scoring 3.
um, I think. Wait, if Bullseye goes next to Bill, Leaf scores 7. Oh no, Leaf scores 5-3, which means if King T'Challa just double runs away, he locks in the game.
Yeah, so you'd want to hold on. Yeah, no, because he'd be at 13. He'd be at 13. He'd need 3 VPs.
Oh, you're right.
So he can't win with one with just King T'Challa. But all right, looks like he's opting to tie the secure. Which is, I don't know. I think that I liked going down there
I
because then
like that.
you're putting Black Cat at 1 health.
Yeah,
But
I
anyway,
agree.
you could just get her here. Okay, okay. Yeah, you could just get her here. That's what could just happen. All right. Yeah, that's
Which
brutal.
will put um
See, this is why
Leaf.
he should have set up to be able to flex down there. Because
Yeah,
he's now at 15 points. Now King T'Challa can
he
walk
would
down.
have been able to just win
Now,
if
yeah, he
he.
would have. Yeah, exactly. If King T'Challa escaped, or then if he is able to get King T'Challa, then Miles escapes. Because
Yeah.
this round he's only scoring 7, and he'd need to score both secures and 3 hammers would be another 7, and
Um,
it wouldn't be enough. He'd be at 14, and Leaf would be at yeah. So that's yeah. I think that was like I don't know. Leaf was like preparing for the worst. I think is what happened, and he
I
didn't
think
put
so.
himself in a position to capitalize on the ceiling of what could have happened. But I mean, like we're saying all this, and Leaf was already heavily favored.
Yeah.
He's dazing Ultron here. He's dazing his own Ultron, so he's gonna save his Ultron for a later activation. All right,
Nice.
very cool.
I like that. I think it's probably the right call. It
Yeah,
does put a big target on your Ultron though, because if you don't go with him first, he's just liable to be ignored.
yeah. It's probably the best option he has right now. So I like the play.
Yeah, I agree. I think Leaf tries to squeeze the damage into Bill or make his life more miserable.
Yeah.
Yep. So, uh, does Bill pay to reduce? Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, that leaves Bill on 2 power. Yeah, he should be on 2 power. Yeah, which means since he already does his power phase, Bill is not going to be able to throw Black Hat away.
I'm Hold on. Where did he spend that power from? I'm so confused what just happened with I thought Bill had he spent 1 power to go down to 2, right?
Yeah,
And
because Dob already had triggered his power phase before the Fisk, so
oh, that's what
Bill
I
would have
missed.
gained 2, go
So
up to 4.
he had to lose a power there.
and lose another one to not take damage from the
Yeah,
fist.
gotcha. That makes sense.
So yeah,
Okay.
here if you're Dob, who do you go with to
Um,
try and leverage your position?
man. Well, Black Cat's gonna steal your hammer on Bill. Oh my gosh. The problem is that they're all gonna get away. Like someone is gonna get away here.
That's why I would
Bill
think
has to go.
Bill has to go into Black Hat.
Yeah. Yeah. Defeat Nick. It's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be
Yeah,
so tough. Oh my goodness. You'd have to roll
I
like
think
a
it's a very uphill battle for him to climb back, but you got to play to your outs, and sometimes it's better to be lucky.
yeah.
And like any player that has played and won medium and large event will tell you you need a combination of both skill and luck to take down these big events. And here we're seeing like the top 16 of uh, a 250 player league. So like just being there already is a very excellent showing and performance from both players.
Yeah, to be in, yeah, exactly. 16 players left here, and there were over 250 players. Yeah, exactly. B Proxy saying, "Is this the all web upturn?" It was already played. They just didn't flip the card. So it was played. It was played last round.
Here we have Black Cat blocking 2 from the 4 incoming damage, taking 2, and getting stunned.
Okay, well, that was 6 dice rolled from Dobbs' side. Yep, and he's stunned. Yeah, exactly. All right, so
This
Sheep
dice
should
2
be
takes,
stunned there.
yeah,
Um,
blocks 2 takes 1. Is it a May? No, she should be stunned.
okay.
Um,
Well, no, hold on. I think that was the second attack roll, so they're gonna apply it. I'm
oh, that
sure.
was
Yeah, must have just rolled it. Right? That was that the first attack?
yeah. First attack plus size 2 terrain throw. This is
Oh,
the
okay,
second.
that was I gotcha.
So 4.
Oh, there we go.
Can she live? Oh, does the reroll convert?
Oh, no.
That's a dead Black Hat.
Okay, all right. Something going in Dobbs' favor here, getting Black Cat off the board. The problem with like running away with Miles to win the game is that you if Ultron one shots King T'Challa, you don't win the game. Or like you the I don't know, it's you might not win
Yeah,
the game.
I like going into Bill here if you can. Uh, just like try to take him off the board. Um,
Yeah.
we see the place. Nice. Leif is choosing violence.
Yeah, he did. He got Black Cat. All right.
Oh,
So
that's in.
he's in range 2, so he's going to have how many dice is this now? This is 6 plus 2 hammers plus
Plus
2
from the top, so 10 dice with 2 rerolls.
10
Going in.
dice with 2 rerolls. Oh my goodness, dude. That's crazy.
So far
To
looks like
7.
7 with a crit before rerolls. That's a dead Bill.
Yeah, all right, he's gone now. 8 no matter what, he's dead. Yep.
9. Casual 9 success on your builder.
9 successes on 10 dice. So you got love to see it. All
Yeah.
right.
This also means that King T'Challa is going to be able to pick up the hammer
And just
and run
move.
away,
Yeah, he's just going to move.
and that pretty much settles the game because I don't think any of Dobbs' characters are going to be able to chase him.
All right, let's see. Yeah, there's nothing to be done.
I don't think so. Like, even with one move, Ultron doesn't get there, so
Yeah.
literally no attacks and taking T.
Yeah. What a wimp! Only rolling 10 dice builders instead of the 3 hammer 11 dices that he could have been rolling if he. What's that range on that spender? 3? No, 2. Oh, the spear throw spears. Yeah. Is there, yeah, like you've only got Black Cat and Ultron, you have no way to move them closer
Yeah,
other than move actions. So I think there's mathematically no out here.
I think oof, you could have Ultron double move, bow T'Challa, and then does Black Cat get there with like move, pounce, and a single builder? I don't think so. Yeah,
Yeah, and then the problem is as soon as you do that, I guess the drones could take out.
they're staggered.
Oh, that's okay. So the drones would have to take out like Bullseye and one. Like it just this problem. The problem is Miles is just sitting there and he can just move on to either. If you ignore Miles, he wins the game because he's healthy and he's got a hammer. So, um, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what Dob is checking. Like if that brings T'Challa close enough, but I don't think so. I think he's just too far.
One shot Miles with the grunts.
I think that's
Yeah, that's fair.
what we're discussing, or I'd expect them to call the game soonish or play the rest
I
of it.
think I think yeah, I think Nick's right. Yeah, like your only out could possibly be one shotting Miles here.
Even then, it's not good enough,
You
right?
grab you grab the hammer with Ultron, you double move Ultron bow, and you think he's still out with the bow, and that's the problem.
He's still out of like range 2 place plus long move with Black Hat. Because it's only a short advance, right? So
Yeah. I see. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
like she's still gonna be too far.
Well, I guess you're just playing for VPs here. Yeah, I think both players played pretty. I think both players played well. I really think that Dob having this crisis in his list just didn't help him as much as he should have brought Hulk is what I think. Maybe he
I
got scared off by Malekith, but Malekith isn't what he was.
I agree, and I think here Ultron not being super mobile and both Black Hat and Bill having to like juggle the Fisk and the extra power damage really didn't help him out in the long run.
Yeah, Fisk is it's very interesting scenario.
Yeah, calling it.
Okay. Sorry, I did miss that in chat. All right. We'll jump in there, chat.
Yep.
Hey
Like it's
guys.
so hard to form a plan. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, sorry, I missed
Hey, man.
you guys calling the game, but yeah, that's it was a very good game to watch. Thank you for letting us stream it. And
Yep.
Dob, I guess my first question was like, this mission looked like the game plan was to bring Hulk because he's stun immune and he has lots of displacement. So I guess like what were you thinking bringing this secure in your list, and did you consider Hulk?
Of course, I was just telling him I thought he was going to bring Malekith, and I figured Hulk was just going to get like focus fired down. So I thought Age of Ultron was going to give me an advantage, at least fighting in the middle.
Okay.
And maybe be able to stagger him and stuff. I don't know why I was so focused on that, and completely whiffed on seeing that he was going to bring Web Warriors. This is like the third game in a row that King T'Challa has murked me. Like that guy's like my worst nightmare. He's just such a damage piece, and on hammers, he's just an unstoppable killing machine. But yeah, it was a good game. He totally deserved to win. He outplayed me for sure. That was a good game.
Yeah, that was lots of great decision making on both players here. Leaf, we were talking early in like when you guys were building your rosters about the opportunity for Malekith to come out, but we thought that you would have seen the Hulk flex, and you would have thought I can't play Malekith into Hulk because Hulk is good against Malekith. Like, what were your thoughts on roster building? You guys both tried to it seemed like try to trick each other. What were your thoughts, Leaf?
Yeah, I debated some Malekith. He is the only stun immune person I've got. So that gives him
Yeah,
some
that was the
value
other thing.
on fifth.
That's probably why I was stuck thinking about him. I was like,
Yeah. However, like T'Challa outputs pretty much the same damage as Malekith. You could argue one above the other, but it's pretty close at the same for 2 points less. You get a bonus bullseye. Like I debated Malekith instead in that slot, and just first turn have Malekith grab 2 hammers. But I didn't love that because then we're all in on Malekith and
Yeah, dicey.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, were there any was there anything that didn't that you think you made a mistake on, Leaf, on the plays, or because like it was we felt like you were making the pretty good decisions here. I think the one thing that we noticed, and it was more of like a cherry on top situation, was that your bullseye hit and run into Black Cat that ultimately dazed her. If you positioned bullseye maybe in the middle more, you could have hit the other secure and won both secures.
Yeah, I should have. I probably should have. Yeah, like afterwards, I looked at that. And I'm like, yeah, I should have.
Just in case.
I'm like, that was a possibility. I was not thinking it was going to happen, but it is true. Marvel dice are Marvel dice, and they can always do crazy things. I should have. Yeah, I definitely could have positioned. I think there was a spot I could have walked to be in range to walk onto either one.
Yeah.
I don't think actually I didn't win. I wouldn't win this one. I would just tie it.
Oh no, Bullseye was healthy and Bill was injured, so I believe.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have won. That's right, because Bill was injured. Yeah, so that would have put me at 15, and that probably does it.
Yeah,
there.
but it would also put me at 11, which is a lot. 5 points is a lot easier than 7.
No, because you'd have had 2 less.
Yeah.
Because it would have been like.
Oh, so you're right.
You would have been down at 7 still. It would have been 15-7, and probably it might have just been called at that point then.
I had already written it off by like turn 2. I was like, I got nothing here.
Yeah. My other thing I messed up on was turn 2. I did not properly measure, like when I took Chala into Bill.
Yeah.
Which for me is amusing to say, but I did not properly measure, and I thought I had range on Emma.
Right.
And it turned out I was half an inch out. Yeah. Because I was like, oh, I basically just kill Emma here.
Right.
Because I'm gonna throw 9 dice into her, and she either transforms, and that's still fine, and I'll throw another fat attack into her, or she doesn't, and I pull her into spender range and throw 9 dice.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, which probably kills Emma and just leaves her right in the middle of my team, top at 3.
Which is a very good place to be if you want to take Emma off the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daub, the Hulk, I've played Malekith a few times, and Hulk is a problem for Malekith. So I think that you would have definitely been better served if you brought him. Of course, like now, obviously hindsight here, and yeah, but that's just something. I think the game would have been a lot harder for Leif here. Maybe.
I knew whatever was going to happen, it was either going to be T'Challa or him. So I really thought that Age of Ultron was my only. Like I needed to stand there and fight him, and then not lose my big point guy. Like Hulk was just going to get smashed. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Obviously, this
It's
was
hard
the
to
wrong
know.
choice.
I don't know. I don't, Leaf, what would you have thought about if you had this team and he brought in Zemo and Hulk instead of Bill and Ultron?
He's losing displacement because Ultron and Bill both have displacement, whereas Zemo has none. Zemo bubble is not super efficient on this secure, and Zemo hates Fisk.
Yeah.
Fair.
So
hates
maybe
Fisk.
Dob, maybe the mistake was bringing the crisis. I don't know. It's a tough one for Hellfire because they don't the crisis moves around, right? But
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I've noticed. I mean, there's a conventional wisdom there, but I've also noticed that, like, especially against web warriors and other objective teams, like, I don't want to. I want us to both to be at a disadvantage.
that's
Hammers was
fair.
just a bummer, you know. And I played a lot of mirror into other Hellfire. So having it in the list so that if that happens, like, we're both screwed, which I like.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. It was an experiment. We'll see if it pans out. You're probably right. Conventional wisdom's probably right on that one.
Every time I build a roster and I talk to other people about it, they always like I have all these like dumb ideas, and then they bring me back to reality. But I don't know. I'm like, so my ideas might be crazy too. I'm just I have no idea either. So I'm just throwing it. I'm throwing them
Well,
out there.
I've been on borrowed time this whole tournament. This is the farthest I've ever made it, so I'm just happy to play the games, and good luck to you, man. And
Thanks.
you got what, 3 more games to go?
3 to go. Yeah. That's
Vodka
only gets
Blitz, do you have
tougher.
any questions for the players?
No, thank you both for let us stream and comment your game. Good job, Dob, for making it this far. Like top 16 after 6th round in a 250 player league is nothing to sniff at. So very good job.
Thank you. I'm pretty stoked. I've got a Vegas qualifier this weekend, so
Nice. So good luck for that.
Good luck there.
yeah, hopefully I'd love to come down to the LVO.
Nice. Yeah. So thank you guys for letting us stream the game, and Leif, congratulations for advancing into the top 8. Another part of the prophecy is being fulfilled, and yeah, and congrats, Dob, for making it this far. As obviously very few players out of the total get to this point. So thank you guys
Thanks,
for
man.
letting us stream the game, and we'll catch you next time. So have a good night, guys.
You as well.
You
Night.
too.
All right, so thank you guys for joining the stream. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, so the next game that I will be playing or streaming, it will be on Dr. Norbert's channel on Friday. I'll play against my commentary host this evening, Vodkablitz. So that'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, thanks to Vodkablitz for joining me on commentary. And other than that, there's a couple games on Saturday happening in the top 16 that I'm hoping to stream, or someone else streams that we can all watch. So more to come. This is pretty exciting. Top 16 is ongoing. Catch you later.